how can you motivate? How can we as leaders motivate an unmotivated person?
So first of all, I don't think there is such a thing as unmotivated person.
Okay.
I think everyone is motivated by something, but we just don't know what that is.
So we believe that the person is unmotivated because we didn't find the right motivator for the person, right?
On one side, yes. And on the other side is that, for example, if we look at the personalities again, just because this is an objective tool and a framework that we could use to help us understand people behavior better. But for example, the S or the green type personality, their motivation is to keep things just the way they are and to find the easiest solution with the less amount of energy to solve a problem. So someone which is an S-type personality might be motivated by saving energy. In other words, it's like they might seem laid back or passive sometimes because they're not outgoing and driven, but their motivation is, if I have this task, how do I do this the easiest way? And they're great when you need to find ways to improve processes. But for some leaders which are more driven, those type of individuals on the team will be perceived as being unmotivated
or lazy, or
exactly. So
you put a label on the
exactly. It's one thing we said earlier that we really need to know what motivates the individual, and on the other side is you really need to know if they are not unmotivated. For me, it's synonym with unengaged, and unengaged is actually disengaged. So disengaged is I'm more of passive behavior here. If you ask me to do something, I will probably gonna do it with the least amount of energy I can spend, but I'm not gonna come in with ideas to take on tasks. So that might be perceived as being unmotivated behavior, but it's not necessarily that. It's just that the person's strengths. And if you look at a sales team, I just recently actually worked with a sales team, and someone on the team was this kind of style. But the team leader, actually, the way he was motivating the team was through these kind of challenges that we just talked. And this worked for the usual salesperson, which is more driven, because usually from a sales team, you would expect the person to take ownership of their goals and to fill in their own agenda with meetings and drive results. So when you put a more passive style on a sales team, then what worked before with everyone else, it would not work with this person. So it's just that the person might not be in the right place on the team. And what we expect from them might be different than what their strengths are.